What's up, everybody out there in YouTube land? It's your brother Moshe coming to you live from the man cave. And this is Welcome the Guy on the Couch Productions. We're going to entitle this one First Amendment Violation. Now, before I get started, here is my disclaimer and why I'm claiming such a thing. Now I'm going to have to lean so y'all can actually, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to show you. Only video I have ever had blocked on YouTube. And what's the reason? This video contains content from WMG, who has blocked it in your country on copyright grounds. I'm sorry. No such thing. It was me telling a story on this couch when I was a young man and I used to party on a certain college campus, and it was a girl that legitimately had gotten raped. Now, I don't think that was the issue. I think maybe the issue at the end, stating something about the recent movements, and I'm not going to hashtag because, you know, in America, see, this is one of the many, and I'm just going to go off on a different tangent here, but before I do, time to wet the whistle. A very lovely Pinot Noir. And before I continue, time to take a toke. A couple of months ago, I threw out my pocket constitution. And there is a reason why. Because we no longer have a constitution. You might think you do. You're being tricked and fooled that you do. But we do not. If it comes down to, in America, one guy who has 51 subscribers, very little views, gets a video blocked that says this video contains content from WMG, who has blocked it in your country on copyright grounds. What copyright grounds? I'm using no videos. What, because I said something about a particular movement that is going on, that is being blocked right now? Men are being sentenced without any sort of forensics. Here's a warning to all you men out there. The next time you get involved with a female, have her sign a contract. Or better yet, take a video. You know how these hoes are these days. They wouldn't mind it much at all. All right, I know that was wrong to say. I was born in 1972. And every single year, I see America, the Western world. I can't really state more of any other parts of the world because I don't know too much about that. I haven't been there. I haven't seen it with my own eyes. I haven't experienced it. We're getting worse. Let's talk about something else. Something along the same topic. Now, I was a young man at one point, and it's not that I wasn't taught respect of females, but listen, young men, sometimes we're stupid. We're dumb. Sometimes we grope a breast when we shouldn't. Sometimes we grope a buttock when we shouldn't. Sometimes when we're making out, we might put a hand in the lower nether regions of a female, trying to get what most men are looking for, especially young men. If you were raised a certain way and you don't believe in that, that's fine. But I'm not talking about the minority, I'm talking about the majority. Most young, red-blooded American males, when they are with a female, are looking for the draws. Period. End of story. And just because you got a little tipsy and you regretted your whole behavior afterwards does not give you the right to numerous years later to file some sort of charges. I can't believe this is the America I am living in. "47 years old, born 1972. This is one of the many reasons, many, 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 I am single, I don't date, I stay away from females. I don't need what you have between your legs to be happy or content." Just one of the many. First video I've ever had. It's a copyright strike. How is that a copyright strike? And please forgive me if there's a little stain on my teeth. I've been drinking red wine since about, it's 9 o'clock here. Maybe about 4. And depending on what juice you're smoking on, if you got sweeteners, that'll stain your teeth too. Like I stated in a video before, there is a war against men and masculinity. And I would even say there's a war against femininity. Now, some of you may be watching this video. Let me explain what traditional femininity is. This is one thing you females, most modern day females, don't understand and realize. You want to be empowered as a female? Get in touch with your femininity. What does that mean? Now, I guess because I was raised by my mother, even though there was a father present, he was a stranger in the house. Maybe some of you out there had fathers that spent time with you and you could hang out with them and talk to them, and they took you on trips, and I had none of that. None of that. He was just a dude in the house that helped pay the bills. That's all he ever was. My mother did everything else, and I spent most of my time around my mother. I could get into that. That's a source of another video. To some of my dysfunctions as an earlier male, and even to some of my dysfunctions today as a male. However, I digress. And with that being said, you see it in the background, right? Time to wet the whistle. Why am I wearing glasses? Because I can do that. I wanted to change it up. Time to take a toke. Oh, Brother Moshe has had too much to drink. He don't know what the hell he's talking about. Nah, not really. I kind of space my stuff out. Little baby sips. Make it last. Savor the flavor. And in my over 15 years of counseling, I counseled women that were raped, that had genuinely been through sexual assault. And even though I'm not proud to admit it, but I'm not ashamed either. When I was young, yeah, I grabbed a buttock or two. I grabbed a breastises or two. And you know what? Sometimes I got smacked. Sometimes I got spoken to. And sometimes I got what I was looking for. The draws. Does this mean that skate 800 years later I deserve to go to jail and do some time? Lord, I'm sorry. Hell to the fucking no. And I am sick of this female worship. I am sick of this goddess worship, or whatever the feminazis or whoever is in charge is going along with this stuff. It's ridiculousness. Oh, and by the way, this juice I'm smoking on is scrumptious. And I know I'm late to the game. It's Naked Lava Flow. Oh. Very well balanced. Oh my goodness. It's not an all day vape for me, but I could vape it consistently. And I kind of found a shop that it's a little bit cheaper than what y'all paying for. No internet site, don't ask for it. Okay. So what is a female's oh, excuse me. A little bit of dinner coming back up on me. What is a true female's power? What is true femininity? Now, even though I might be a little bit more in touch with certain sides of my personality because I spent most of my time with my mother, and she was the one that pretty much raised me and taught me how to be. And later on, I found my own way. I couldn't go to my father. My father couldn't teach me how to be a man. And I just kind of, through trial and error, figured out who I was as a man. And even though I can be compassionate, I can be patient, I can be nurturing, and I can be loving, like a real man should be, I do not have the capacity that a female has to do these things. I don't. It's impossible for me. If I compare me to a woman, a true woman, what I call a woman, I could not do it. I could get to a certain point, and then I'm like, it's on you. This is your area of expertise. This is very sad that we are in this era, this decline of our society. And I think if you do a little bit of research, anytime that any society starts praising women and downgrades, I would say, praising negative female attributes and downgrading positive male attributes, it is just a sign of the end of that society. Oh, it can't happen in America? All democracies fail, and democracy is overrated. And that will be a leeway into probably my next video. Love y'all. God bless.